Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Multiple lawsuits have been filed against Travis Scott and promoters who helped put on the AstroWorld Festival. But there are plenty more victims that may have trouble getting the compensation for what they went through. Now, the people who will have to live with the images they saw, like dead bodies. We talk about it.
Obviously, we will hear from a lot of people about the emotional damage that's been done, essentially PTSD. Will there be legal claims for PTSD against Travis Scott and Live Nation and whomever?
Certainly. People that have suffered emotionally or suffered PTSD can bring a claim. However, Texas limits that claim to someone that has a physical injury. So if you have a physical injury, you can make your claim for PTSD or emotional trauma in Texas. Some other states are more lenient on that issue, but Texas is more restrictive. There are some exceptions, like the bystander rule. If you're a loved one of yours or close relative is injured, you can bring a claim for PTSD without a physical injury. But for the most part, in Texas, there has to be a physical injury in combination with the emotional injury.
Now, how severe does that injury have to be? Because, you know, people will take advantage of that. I got a cut, so I'm physically injured.
Yeah, so the law is not exactly clear on that. I don't appreciate the cases in a serious case like this where someone has a very mild injury and then brings the emotional claim along with that mild injury. I personally look at serious cases, and I think that the lawyers in this case should look at the serious injury cases. You know, if somebody fell and hurt their neck or back or had to go to the doctor or the hospital, that's a legitimate injury claim. However, Texas is not clear on the issue, and if you have a bruise or a scrape, in some way, a lawyer could argue that that would allow the attachment of the PTSD case. But what you don't want to do is someone that suffered greatly emotionally to not have any claim at all. For instance, somebody that may have helped somebody that had died or was dying and witnessed that, they're probably going to have some emotional harm attached to that. And what you would like to see is somebody like that to be able to recover. But in Texas, generally, they're going to have to attach some sort of physical injury related to that.